Aloha, and welcome back to the Senate segment of Live at the Legislature. My name is Jacob Aki, and this morning we are pleased to be joined by Senate Majority Leader J. Kalani English. Senator English represents the 7th Senatorial District, which includes the areas of Hana, Eastern Upcountry Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe. Senator, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Senator, one of the biggest topics in your district over recent weeks has been the new reservation system at Wainapanapa State Park. Starting on March 1st, the Department of Land and Natural Resources authorized the park to start charging for visitors, but local people are free. But how has that reservation system been working out?
You know, it's been working out way beyond, very successfully, way beyond our expectations. What it is that previous to the pandemic and previous to this, Wainapanapa State Park was completely overrun. Standing room, shoulder to shoulder on the beach. Topside is no parking. So we put in place a reservation system and we started charging. So now we have enough. We control how many people at any time can go to Wainapanapa, and we also make some money at it. So the largest day we've had so far is 310 reservations. That's as much as the system can handle right now. And, you know, we're actually making a good amount of money to at least offset the cost of running the park and et cetera. So I think the program is highly successful. The tourists understand. They know that if they come without reservations, they're asked to go to Hana Town, get on Wi-Fi, make a reservation, and come back. So we're working out the kinks, but it's a great program. And for those that want to check it out, go to gowainapanapa.com. And also we're working on a bigger system for East Maui, a reservation system, and that's MauiWayfinding.com.
Can you briefly talk about MauiWayfinding.com? I know this is a topic that we briefly covered in a previous episode, but there definitely has been a lot more progress that has been made with the project.
Yeah, so MauiWayfinding.com, it's the East Maui's response to over-tourism. And basically what we're trying to do is get people to make reservations, pre-order, prepay for stuff when they come out to the east side, so that then it helps to put them on a timeline. So we get a better idea instead of, you know, everyone crashing on the road, creating gridlock on the Hana Highway during midday. We have some control. And it also helps the local vendors because we want them to pre-order, say, lunches or T-shirts or coconuts or whatever our people are selling. So it's a first attempt at trying to create a reservation system for an area. We have great support from Mayor Victorino and the County of Maui. And a lot of people are watching how this evolves because if it is successful, which I think it will be, then it becomes a model for the rest of Maui and then the rest of Hawaii.
Senator, you recently traveled to Honolulu from Hana, and on social media, there's been a lot of videos about the amount of tourists and the amount of cars that are on a highway. Is there a noticeable difference, and is tourism back?
Yes. So, you know, as everyone's debating whether or not we should reopen, the reality is that we are open and the tourists are back in numbers that rival those pre-pandemic numbers. So for Maui, we are actually getting a higher tourist count than we did before. And our roads, Hana Highway is completely clogged. It's very frustrating for me and for all the local residents going in and out because we actually have gridlock. You know, people don't understand. It's a one-lane bridges, very, very tight areas along the way. And they'll stop in the middle of the road to take pictures. They'll pull over and you know, not all the way off and block the road. So we've had gridlock where nothing can move for an hour until somebody goes out there and says, you need to move this way, you need to move that way. We need to create a pathway for people to get past. So it's a really bad problem. And that's what we're trying to get some control over with the reservation system and with wayfindingmaui.com. So we ask, you know, for all the tourists, if anybody's watching this, just, you know, be conscious that you're going into an area that people live and work at, and people need to pass. So let cars pass you. If you're driving 10 miles an hour, that's fine, but let the people behind you pass. Anyway.
So, thank you, Senator. I really want to move to the topic of Kalaupapa. Earlier this month, we received news that community leader Uncle Boogie Kahilihiva passed away. And I know you were very close with Uncle Boogie, and over the past couple of legislative sessions, that he's actually come to the state capitol along with a few of the other patients to testify on some measures relating to their community. Any thoughts on that?
So very quickly, Kalaupapa, there's I think about 11. There are about 11 or so. Sorry, somebody's calling. There's about 11 or so patients left, and Boogie was one of the last, but he was their spokesperson. We've been trying to get Kalaupapa Month established through the legislation, and the patients in Kalaupapa have actually come to lobby. So 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago, a number of them came and talked to legislators. We're trying to preserve their legacy and their memory, and that's what all this is about. So a great loss for us when Boogie passed, and we'll miss Uncle Boogie quite a bit.
Senator, we have just about 90 seconds left, but I do want to talk about the vaccination sites that have been going on in your district. I know Molokai has opened up to anybody 18 years or older, and you and Representative DeCoit recently traveled to Lanai, where they were doing mass vaccination there. How was your trip there, and how do you think the operations are going?
Well, Representative DeCoit and I went to Lanai to witness the island-wide vaccinations. Excuse me. The island has about 2,500, maybe 3,000 people. And with this mass vaccination, we've reached what's called herd immunity. So at least 80% of our people are vaccinated.
That's good, because I know early on, there was a scare with the Lanai and Molokai community because the areas are so small. But since
that's why
they've been pretty much leaders.
Well, that's why we wanted to do the entire island, right? We asked Representative DeCoit and myself asked Department of Health to consider vaccinating the whole island because of the small population. And they agreed. The medical community there has been outstanding, and the people have been outstanding. There was up from 16 and above, and a lot of 16-year-olds came with their parents, got vaccinated. So, we hope that this creates the herd immunity that's needed. And if it is the case, then I think Lanai will be one of the first places in America to have herd immunity.
Thank you, Senator. We are out of time, but I want to thank you for joining us. And for those of you at home, tune in to the Senate segment of Live at the Legislature next Tuesday. Aloha.
What are you doing? We have to go. I'm gonna be late for work.
It's Tuesday morning. I gotta record live at the legislature on Alelo. Senate and House leadership discussing what's happening at the state capitol.
So just watch it on the news tonight. Come on, let's go.
Hey, this is like getting the news before it's news. If only I could get this remote to work.
There. Can we go now?
No DVR? No problem. Watch Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. on Channel 49.